Pop walked slowly into the room, pulled up and sat down on a stool. I just turned 12. He turned to me and said, well, you're gonna be a man soon. In the coming years, months, and weeks, you're gonna get off into these streets and try to do some of the things a man would do. So, let me be clear. I want to speak to you here about some of the things a man should do. It's time for me and you to have the talk. Now, I did not buck nor balk. I've been waiting for this, nay, praying for this day. I read some books that dealt and took some notes and felt like I knew everything he was about to say. I read some pleasing words about the bees and birds. I found some numbers I shouldn't have. Charges and fees incurred. I'd hit my brother's penthouses forum. I chose my own adventure. I read some penthouse forums. And I ventured to say all this was going on. Around the same time, I was sneaking into the living room late evenings on the weekends to watch scrambled porn. Now, scrambled porn was cable porn that even if you didn't pay for it, still kinda came on. It was mostly interference and snow. You stared into the clear for a millisecond or so, then a woman would let out a low throaty, oh. Then a flash of feminine flesh would ghostly show, and I didn't know if it was an elbow, arm, toe, or tit, but somewhere in my young female mind, I just knew I wanted to hump it. But look, bump it. Let's skip this 1 week of school to make all the boys sit next to one another. Watch this old movie with a woman who's old enough by now to be someone's great-great-grandmother, but in her youth, she didn't have the common sense to make her lover use a rubber. And she has since uncovered and discovered she picked up herpes simplex 1 through 6. Exactly. Now you can forget Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, this is by far scariest shit my young eyes had ever seen. She seemed to have white crusted cauliflower lips and her privates nestling just between her hips was like a boiling, bleeding, festering oil slick. It was nasty. Exactly. One kid passed out, another guest just got sick. One kid cursed his own ass out for his own one wickedness and promised to never use his never been used dick. After a couple of views, we vowed we'd all choose to exclude ourselves from sex. We become monks next month, yes, just forget it. But by lunch, we were trying to hunch the girls and play hide and go get it, and that's just how it goes. So now I'm standing at my father's, he supposes to lecture on the sexual lexicon, but little does he know it's me who's about to get his lecture wrong. All kids want to impress their parents, so I spoke with hubris about the pubis and the mons veneris, about the labia and weighted pubic hair's protection, about erections, when and where it's appropriate to display affections, the clitoris, the uterus, the ratio, fellatio, ingestion, the ejection, baby boy, girl, epidural, C-section, foreskin, foreplay, condoms, any questions? Exactly. So now, he's staring at me, and I'm guessing I've impressed him. Then he spoke sparingly, and here began the lesson. He said, listen, this is something they'll never teach you in school. He said, this is the talk that all black men have with their sons. He said, son, here are the rules. He said, the police will pull you over when and wherever they choose. You hang your hands out the windows, you make no sudden moves. Never run from them, their bullets run faster than they are against you. Never run to them, their laws run slower and then they are against you. They hate black faces like an angry minstrel will shoot you in the back during a chase till the blood and pain seem menstrual. Keep a cigar box filled with bell beneath your bed for the night that your wife has to come and get you and know that you are viewed as a fool. It's disposable, it's opposable, it's minuscule, and if you ever have a child, you will sit with anger while you deliver to him the same speech I have just given you. And that's something as a black man they'll never teach you in school. Then he stood up from his stool. He left as slowly as he came. He paused by the door and said, oh, and for sure, use a condom and don't bring home nothing we got a name. I sat there standing at the floor with a look I just can't explain. Knowing I had to come to grips with this, live, exist, and persist with this, and know that my real life was scarier than any old flick with a woman with herpes simplex 1 through 6. Thank y'all so much for your time and attention. Good round of applause.